Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing a story that's not easy to talk about. It's about a mistake that cost me everything when I decided to invest in a penny stock. I'm going to take you through my entire journey, the excitement, the warning signs I ignored, the decisions that led to my downfall, and what I learned from losing it all. If you're thinking about investing in penny stocks, or just curious about what can go wrong, stick around. This is a story you won't want to miss. The allure of penny stocks. The idea of quick money was too tempting to ignore. I'd heard all those stories about people turning a few $100 into thousands overnight with penny stocks. The thought of getting in early on the next big thing? It was intoxicating. So I did what I thought was research. I found this company that seemed like a hidden gem, great story, big plans, and the stock was dirt cheap. I told myself, this is it, my shot at getting rich. You know, penny stocks are like the Wild West of the stock market. They trade for less than $5 a share, sometimes just a few cents. They're insanely speculative, with barely any real value behind them. But that's the appeal, right? The chance for massive gains if you can find that one in a million. The decision to invest. I found a penny stock that seemed like a hidden gem. The company was in a niche market with a product that, according to them, was going to revolutionize the industry. The stock was trading at just a few cents, and I thought, why not? I decided to invest a significant portion of my savings. I mean, what could go wrong? It's only a few cents per share, right? I invested more than I was comfortable losing, but at the time, it felt like a calculated risk. The initial highs. At first, everything seemed to be going well. The stock price started climbing, slowly but surely. I was seeing green every day. It wasn't a lot, but it was enough to keep me hopeful. I began checking the stock price obsessively. I couldn't believe my luck. I thought I had finally found the investment that would change my life. It's easy to get caught up in the highs. I started imagining what I'd do with the money I was going to make. I even started considering quitting my job if the stock hit a certain price. The warning signs. But then, the warning signs started to appear. The company released a statement that was vague and didn't provide any real updates on their progress. I noticed that the volume of trades was decreasing, and the stock price began to stagnate. I started to get nervous, but I told myself it was just a temporary setback. I was in this for the long haul, after all. I ignored the signs. I didn't want to believe that my investment could go south. I kept telling myself that I had done my research and that the stock would bounce back. The collapse. And then, the collapse came. It started with a sudden drop in the stock price, something I wasn't prepared for. I thought it was just a dip, and I considered buying more shares to lower my average cost. But then, the stock kept falling. Every day, it was like watching my money evaporate. I was in denial at first. The news started coming out that the company was in serious trouble. They were running out of cash, and their big project was facing delays. Investors were fleeing, and I was left holding the bag. My investment, which I thought was going to make me rich, was now worth almost nothing. The aftermath. Losing everything was devastating. I had put so much hope into this investment, and now it was all gone. The worst part was explaining to my family and friends what had happened. I had been so confident in my decision, and now I had to admit that I had lost everything. It was a hard pill to swallow. Lessons learned. With every loss comes a lesson. I learned the hard way that penny stocks are incredibly risky, and that you should never invest more than you can afford to lose. I learned that hype and speculation are no substitute for solid research and fundamentals. And most importantly, I learned to never put all my eggs in one basket. These lessons cost me a lot, but they've made me a better, more cautious investor. I want to share them with you so you don't make the same mistakes I did. How to avoid my mistakes. If you're considering penny stocks or any risky investment, here's what I learned the hard way. First, do thorough research. Don't just go on hype. Look at the company's financials, the management, and their real business plan. Second, diversify. Don't throw all your money into one stock, spread it out. Lastly, know when to cut your losses. Don't let emotions trap you in a bad investment. Remember, the stock market's unpredictable. Big gains are possible, but so are big losses. Rebuilding after a loss. Losing everything was rough, but it wasn't the end. I had to rebuild both financially and emotionally. It took time and patience, but I learned from my mistakes and started investing again this time, much more cautiously. Rebuilding is possible, but it takes discipline, patience, and learning from the past. So, what's the takeaway? Penny stocks are risky, not for the faint of heart. If you go for it, understand the risks and don't invest more than you can afford to lose. I hope my story helps you make smarter decisions. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more real stories and financial advice.